A very warm welcome and thank you for joining me in this particular video where I want to share with you how I helped a company grow fourfold in 18 months post pandemic. And this was in the manufacturing sector, by the way. So I want to give you some steps. What I'll do is I'll start with some challenges to begin with. I'll share some opportunities, and then we'll go into this particular model, which I believe is completely game changing for you. We are in 2025, and right now, there's still a lot of uncertainty. Doesn't matter whether you're a startup, small, medium, large organization, any part of the world. I believe this particular video will give you some insights. It's going to give you some building blocks to help you to really thrive in whatever sort of circumstances and uncertainties that we are facing. So what we're going to do is I'm going to share these few slides, and we're going to deep dive into this particular model, which is called impact. And impact stands for intention, mindset, people, accountability, cost leadership, and traction. We will go through the process as to why this has worked with so many businesses. I've done workshops in different parts of the world, and I've got a 10 out of 10 feedback for this. So I know it's going to help you in taking your business to the next level. Okay, so this is how I helped a company quadruple in 18 months. And like I said, what I want to do is, these are some challenges which I have noted. These were some challenges post-pandemic, but they are still there. There are very many challenges in 2025 where I was seeing very many businesses face. And one of the biggest one is the supply chain. Getting that right pricing as well, because that is a core fundamental element for businesses. So your supply chain, wherever you're getting the support mechanisms and the goods and services to help you to process accordingly, your supply chain has to be really strong enough, and it should really make financial sense at the end of the day. But one of the challenges is that there was this volatility as far as supply chain is concerned. And I don't know if you might have noticed, but prices change, exchange rates and everything else even plays a key role. And so that was one of the biggest challenges this particular company had, was really figuring out as to what price points they are going to get the goods for them to manufacture, the raw material for them to manufacture, and really sell at a competitive price. Which brings me to this next point, which is increased competition. And you and I know that everybody were looking for that extra business to survive during COVID period. I mean, post-pandemic. That was one of the key core focus points which very many businesses had. And they would do anything to get that particular business. So what happens is, even right now, you will see competition will keep on innovating and keep on doing other things to see how best they can add more value. That was the second piece. The third is customer behavior. Over the years, customer behavior keeps on changing, and they want better value for money at the end of the day. So your clients, your customers, they are looking at how you can add more value. And this just piles up to the challenges out there. And to top it up, team morale and productivity. Post COVID, productivity was hampered at the end of the day, and you had to think of alternates as to what you really need to do. And team morale also, it plays a key role when it comes to these struggles which companies really face generally, and team are not really fully aligned. This is one of the reasons I see businesses keeping on complaining and telling me that, Vijay, we are really scared of losing our top talent at the end of the day. But that should not be the case. And I'll share why that is the case. But before I go into the impact model itself, I want to share with you some big opportunities. And the first one, you and I know, is digitization. My dear friends, 2025, you need to find out exactly what you can really digitize, how you can really automate certain processes, what is it that you can do to transition certain costs as well. So digitization is a core element, and right now you can really optimize on growth just from digitization. The second point is remote services. Now you can tap into remote services in different parts of the world as well. I'm here in London, United Kingdom, but this particular company, which grew fourfold, that's based in another continent altogether. So the point which I'm trying to say is that right now you can tap into the resources, you can tap into the talent, and it doesn't need to be expensive, or it doesn't need to be for a very long period of time. It has to be something that is going to be dynamic, which is going to help you to really layer up and scale up your particular business. And the third one is, very many are replicating the model of Amazon at the end of the day, where there are these endless possibilities, having e-commerce there, chat bots at the end of the day. So there are all these other elements which is really helping businesses to really grow and scale up. Which leads me now to the impact model, which I want to share with you. And this is going to simplify things for you. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, please like, subscribe, comment to this particular video, because I'll be rolling out more impact-driven videos. I want you to succeed, and these videos are going to take you not only to the next level, but it will help you to stretch your thinking and will build a different level of success altogether. So please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. So let's go into this particular impact model itself. Now, the first thing is intention. You need to make sure it starts with clear intention. So three core elements. One is simplicity. It has to be very simple for everybody to understand. So simplicity is very important. And extending simplicity is clarity. Clarity is where the impact is, clarity is where the power is. It has to be compelling enough to connect with your purpose as well. So whatever your intentions are, it has to be completely deeply connected within. That is the second core element. And the third one, my dear friends, which is extremely important, is having the collective intentions at the top. Collective intentions at the top. What do I mean by that? All your top level executives, CEO, and the board, and your executives could be the board itself, or you might be having those strategy discussions, however you work out your particular structure and mechanism depending on the size and complexity of your business. You need to ensure everybody is on the same page, reading the same line. So you need to be on the same page, and this is one of the core elements that you must have. I go to companies and I see this one thing is that at the top they are directionless. Very many are directionless. And this is a challenge I can pose to you is that find out if everybody in your company can clearly articulate your vision, can clearly articulate your purpose, and can clearly articulate that if you want to go from here to here, what this really is. If you have that in place, then I think you got the whole recipe for success in place. So it is very important to have this I piece in place. Let me move to the second one, which is the mindset. 80% is mindset, 20% is skill sets, competencies, and experience. Unless and until you don't have an open mindset, it's going to be very difficult for you to grow your business. You need to be open minded, you need to be adapting, you need to be agile, but at the same time, you need to accept the fact that there'll be road bumps ahead. Even I'll be having road bumps ahead. We are not going to make all the decisions which are going to be 100% successful, because that is one of the definitions of progress, is that you keep on stepping up the mountain. And there are times you are going to slip down the mountain as well, but you need to keep on climbing, which means you might have burnt your fingers in the past, but that should not mean that you stop climbing the mountain, if you see where I'm coming from. So you need to take those bite-sized risks. You need to mitigate your risks as well, but you need to keep on forging forward. And I've seen very many businesses. The reason I'm sharing this and why I'm pressing upon you to look into this is I've seen very many businesses holding. They don't, when it comes to training, if you're watching this video, you are amongst the few who are ahead of the herd, as I would put it. because training and development is so important, my dear friends. Yet very many people think they know everything, or they doubt and they want to hold on to things. So be very careful. Self-doubt is very important. And I normally share the 5 barriers of human progress, but that's in a program which I have, and I'll talk to you towards the end about that particular online program which I have on this particular impact model. Let's move to the P of the impact model, which is people itself. My dear friends, make sure you give the right resources, empower your team members, make sure they are aligned, they are the right fit. It's it's, you could be having a family business, but do you have the right skills, the right competencies, the right experiences to really make that impact, to really move forward? There should be no ego at the end of the day, and authenticity is key. So that is what you really need to look into when it comes to people. Align the values. I normally tell businesses that do a culture audit. Every year you must do a culture audit and find out if you all are aligned to the core values of your particular company. Let's move to the next one, and that is accountability. Where does accountability start from? It starts from you and me. It has to start from us. Doesn't matter whether you are a CEO or a director or an executive. Those are titles which are important, but at the end of the day, if you don't have this piece in place, then something's really, really amiss. So you need to really work on accountability. I've seen role duplicity. I've seen, a lack of communication. If I ask for an apple and you give me an orange, that means, you've not understood what I want, and I've not been clear in my communication with you. So, that lack of communication, role duplicity, roles and responsibilities, which have evolved but not updated. So you might be having your HR team with roles and responsibilities which are not updated. So you need to be very careful. Have that accountability in place. Clarity comes from accountability. When you have clear accountability, you'll be able to get the results that you want, and you'll be able to build on the building blocks to scale up your business. Growth is on one side, growing your profits, growing your revenues, and that's on one side, that's increasing. But if you really want to scale up, if you want to move to the next level, then you have to have all the pieces in place. So make sure you have the accountability piece in place. Cost leadership. Everything must make financial sense at the end of the day. Look into what are the expenses you can transition and use digitization, use AI, work on what you can do. And now it's moving to convergence of technologies as well. So now you can converge technologies. So how can you really harness this particular power of AI and digitization and efficiencies? And like I said, even these remote services which you can get from elsewhere as well, that can ease off certain burden from your end, but at the same time bring in a different level of efficiency as well. So work on that particular aspect, because you will see the growth happening. And finally, my dear friends, is traction. This is where all the nuances are. This is where all the tools and strategies are. So I want to share some of the traction points in this particular company, how I went into it. But before I go into that, if you're interested, there's this program I have. It's called the Impact Model, where I go through each and every section. Every section, it goes into mindset mastery, which is extremely important. It goes into the 5 appraisals that you must do, but with the, all the questionnaire and everything that you need to conduct these appraisals. You also get how to build your team and make it more productive. There's board excellence in there. Doesn't matter whether you're a small, medium, large organization, you'll see the value this particular section has. It then goes into how you can grow the profits. We specifically look into the profits using the impact model. We then go into revenues and specifically looking into how this model can help you to grow your revenues with each and every point, and also cost efficiencies at the end of the day. And then we look into risk management as well. I've got a different program which you get as part of this particular program. They're all award-winning programs. So look into it. There's a link in the description below which gives you more details, and I hope you take advantage of this particular offer. So let's move into traction. The first thing I want you to consider in 2025, have a blueprint. What do I mean by blueprint? Specific point of destination. I spoke about collective intention. What is it that you're trying to achieve? If you want to go from here to here, this must be in your blueprint. What exactly is it in a one pager? Have it as a one pager, have drill down information, that's fine. You can have as much drill down information, but that one page, everybody must understand and accept and embed in their DNA what this blueprint is. As a company accountability partner, when I go to businesses, this is a mantra. I make sure even before any of the strategy meetings or the board meetings are there, I make sure everybody is on the same page, reading the same line. Energy flows where attention goes. You must have heard about that. That collective force of attention will accelerate growth for your business. So work on that particular aspect and see the magic it can really do to your company. The second one, which is not something you might have heard of or which would give you a jolt, is fire clients. Are there some clients in your company or customers in your company who really drain the time, who don't pay on time, who are very difficult? Perhaps it might be time to let those go, ease off so that you get the energy back and the focus so that you can work on having the right clients. So look into it, do an appraisal. Again, a revenue audit is very important, and find out whether you can let go of certain clients so that you can then work on having the right clients, which brings me to a challenge. And I charge thousands of dollars for my consultation, but I'm giving you this one tip which is going to really help you further. Say you're a very small company and you've got 50 clients. Out of the 50 clients, 20% of your clients are your ideal clients. Those are the clients you would really work with because they are really easy to work with and that's what you love doing. So my challenge to you is, in the next 90 days, tell your team that in 90 days, those 10 clients, you want to double them. Do whatever it takes, double those 10 clients. So work towards looking into what your ideal clients are, figure out where in the market you can get an additional 10 clients over the next 90 days and see the magic happening. I promise you'll thank me for this, but do this particular challenge. It will really help you. And whatever your company is, work on research and development, my dear friends. Look into what you can do to work on research and development. Again, whether you're a startup, small, medium, large organization, innovate, find ways of doing things better, experiment, come up with new ideas, come up with new insight, try something small, look into how you can connect the dots with your stakeholders as well, because that is going to lead to growth. That is going to lead to success at the end of the day. So my dear friends, look, I hope you found some value in this particular video. If you would like a company accountability partner, or if you would like some help in your particular business, just reach out to me and I'm happy to help. But at the same time, like I mentioned, I have this impact model all in one particular course where you get lifetime access. I press upon you to take advantage of it. It's a very small investment compared to the value that you're getting. And I hope that will lead to you and I interacting further as well. So thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.